Hello. Happy Friday. It's finally here. Oh, I don't know about you, but I've had a week this week. And as much as I love being here with you guys and I love chatting, I'm a little ready for the weekend, especially now that my office is finally complete. Oh, we're moving all of the furniture in on Saturday, so I will finally have a place that is not my home. This is my house to work, and I can finally be productive and have calls without construction going on in the background. So I can meet with clients. I'm very excited. So it's been a challenging week trying to kind of navigate all around no heat, having construction being done. So things were a little crazy this week. So I'm very excited for this weekend to kind of move some furniture in, get everything all set up, and then just relax a little bit, hopefully rest up for another busy week next week. Lots of client stuff going on next week. So pretty excited about that. So yesterday I kind of teased a little bit, and you should have gotten the email this morning talking about today's topic, which is Pinterest advertising. I know a lot of people talk about like Facebook advertising and, sometimes Google AdWords, things like that. So I wanted to try to find something just a little bit different that maybe you don't necessarily know a ton about, or maybe you've thought about trying but haven't tried yet, or maybe you've like kind of dabbled in. So I thought Pinterest advertising would be a great place because I love it. We use it all the time for Hub Digital. So I thought I would kind of share just a few of some of the best practices for Pinterest advertising. There is a lot more, and if this is something that you're like super into, we can definitely chat. So feel free to reach out to me, and we can talk a little bit more about Pinterest advertising. But I just wanted to share some of the best practices today. So the first thing really to remember with Pinterest advertising is that Pinterest itself is a search engine. It's not a social media site. And I think that's where a lot of people get confused, is because they think of Pinterest as this sort of social site, and they don't really optimize their pins. They don't really treat it like what it actually is, which is a search. So when you really start looking at Pinterest as a search engine, it's sort of changes all how you think about pins. So the first thing you want to do when working with Pinterest advertising is to think about what you want to advertise, obviously. That's kind of the first step. So normally on Facebook, a lot of times you can run ads to your programs, you can run ads promoting your business or your service. If you have a service-based business, asking people to work with you, things like that. That's not really kind of what you're going to get a lot of traction from on Pinterest. So, if you sell products, go ahead, promote your individual products. People are on there searching for products, and they are much more likely to buy right through Pinterest. So you're all set. But if you're a service-based business, you're going to have to do a little bit more thinking about kind of what you're going to promote on Pinterest. I always like to sort of think of Pinterest as a great place to really gather leads. So to give away something in exchange for somebody's information. People are on Pinterest as they're there to answer questions. They may have some questions and they're there searching for the answers to it. They're there looking for the solution to a problem that they have. Or they're there to try to find some kind of inspiration. So they're doing some kind of project or working on something, and they need some kind of inspiration for it. If they're writing a blog, they need blog inspiration, something like that. So if you can create some kind of giveaway or free piece of information that either solves a problem, answers a question, or provides inspiration, I see that tends to work so much better than just trying to promote your services. People are much more likely to click through. They're much more likely to give their information, and then they're much more likely to be happy at the end of the day, because they feel like they've actually, gotten something useful from you. And then you have their email address and their contact information on file. So then you can follow up with them. You can then promote your products and services later on. So really focus in on what you're going to promote through Pinterest and how is it going to be different from what you traditionally promote on, say, Google Plus, or Google AdWords or Facebook advertising. Once you kind of have what you're going to pin and what you're going to promote on Pinterest ads, the image is sort of like the next really big thing, because Pinterest, like Instagram, is very image-based. So ideally, you want your images to be vertical. Those tend to perform better. The ideal Pinterest image size is 600 pixels wide by 900 pixels tall. That's kind of sort of been tested over and over and over again, and it's been the image size that has performed the best. So think about some kind of eye-catching image. You can even use stock images, something that's very clear, clean, really just sort of speaks to what they're going to get when they click on the pin, and make sure it's kind of in that vertical format. You can do square. Pinterest has come out and said that squares actually performed decently. So 600 pixels wide by 600 pixels tall tends to be the right square size. But I tend to really sort of gravitate towards the vertical. For me, I've seen better traction with it. I'm a user of Pinterest. I tend to be drawn towards those images, especially when I'm scrolling through on my phone. So just keep that in mind. Once you have an image, when you create your pin, the next thing you have to focus in on is your description. So when someone clicks on that image and opens it up, what are they going to see there? This is where you really need to get specific. So especially with Pinterest advertising, they will reject ads that don't very clearly spell out what's going to happen when someone clicks on the ad. So if in your ad you're promoting it as a lead magnet and someone has to click through and then enter their email to get whatever you're giving away, you need to spell that out in the description. It's very important. I think I'm lagging a little bit. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, but I'm not too far behind. Really focus in on your keywords. So again, we're going back to the fact that this is a search engine. It's not a social media site. So when you're writing your description of what they're going to get, of what your pin is all about, make sure you are very clear about the steps someone has to take to get to the final step in your strategy, and also include as many keywords around your business and around what you're giving away as possible. Because so you obviously want to match somebody's search when they're searching in Pinterest. So Pinterest ads are served based on somebody's interests. So if somebody in the past has liked something that's kind of within your industry, or has created a board, or has repinned certain things, they could be served your ad, but much more likely they're serving ads based on search results. So really, really focus on filling out your description with keywords and then with very clear instructions. The last thing you want to include in your description is a very strong call to action. So sometimes I think with Facebook ads, you can be a little vague. You can kind of sort of be a little softer sell. Pinterest, and this actually comes directly from Pinterest, what you really want to focus in on is a very strong call to action. So you want to encourage people to click through, to sign up now, to register now, to purchase. Whatever it is your sort of goal is with your ad, you really want to put that very clearly, because there is no button like on Facebook ads that has that call to action. So you have to put it in the description. And so if people don't know that they need to click through, that they need to enter their email, that, whatever they need to do, they may just repin it to a board and never actually follow through with the next step. So really making that call to action very clear and what you want them to do once they open up your pin to read more. So those are just some really kind of brief best practices that I found, and then some that have come directly from Pinterest. Like I said, if you're really excited to dive into Pinterest ads and you get in there and you have some questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Shoot me an email. We can talk a little bit more. And hopefully you enjoyed this kind of 5-day little mini challenge. Hopefully you got some really great information from it. You're feeling pumped and excited to start 2018 right. And like always, like with anything else, we're here to help. So feel free to post in this group, to ask questions, reach out to me. Basically, kind of just feel free to use me as much as possible, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to kind of help you guys and help you grow your businesses. That's my main goal. Also, keep an eye on your email, because coming next week is another really cool, completely free opportunity to connect with me and to chat even more. But this time, instead of just kind of general tips about business, as much as I love these and as much as they're super helpful and they make sense for businesses across the board, this is an opportunity for you to talk with me directly about your own business. So we're going to dive into your own individual business. We can talk about some of the things that you're struggling with, some of the things that you either need help with, or things that you want to do in 2018. So I'm wicked excited about this. This is going to be so fun. So keep an eye on your email, keep an eye on this group. I'm going to send out some information on how you can be a part of that. It's very limited though, because obviously I only have so much time. So hopefully if you guys can jump on it pretty quick and be a part of it. So I loved chatting with you all. I'm going to try to do some more of these little mini challenges, I think, throughout the year, just because I think it's a great way just to kind of jumpstart everything and restart, get you re-engaged and re-excited, maybe in the summertime as things kind of slow down a little bit. Oh, summer. I can only dream about the summer right now. It is freezing and rainy and snowy here, but I digress. Anyways, it was great chatting with you guys. Again, feel free to comment under here, comment in the group. Let me know what questions you have, and hopefully you can start kicking some butt in 2018. All right, see you later.